It's a decision that's taken more than 5 years. Sergeant Ron Kirkwood's use of force on Christmas Day of 2019 against 43-year-old Lisa Rauch has been determined to be reckless and unnecessary. Rauch was killed after Kirkwood fired 3 Arwin rounds accidentally at her head. An Arwin is considered a less lethal weapon that fires plastic projectiles designated to incapacitate a person. The scene that night, chaotic. Rauch, suffering a meth-induced psychosis, had threatened someone with a knife and barricaded herself inside a unit before starting a fire. Kirkwood testified that through the smoke, he shot the Arwin at what he thought was Rauch's chest and torso. Instead, the rounds hit her in the back of the head, killing her. It's a call retired Judge Wally Opal said today Kirkwood shouldn't have made. An adjudicator for the Office of the Police Complaint Commissioner, Opal determined that Rauch wasn't an active threat to police, she wasn't advancing on them or seen with a weapon, and the fire in the unit had been put out seconds before Kirkwood fired his weapon.
If he waits 1 minute, he probably doesn't shoot. He was shooting when the fire guys were going out the door.
I would really hope that this has a deterrent effect on how people are dealt with.
Kirkwood was cleared of a second misconduct allegation today, neglect of duty in relation to a lack of documentation. Kirkwood didn't take any notes after the incident, something he was advised to do by Vic PD senior management, his union, and a lawyer, due to the fact that he may be under criminal investigation. The adjudicator found that at the time, though not consistent with the law, that decision was consistent with Vic PD policy.
Those notes are now taken, and our policy has been updated to be more current and in line with the law.
As the decision came down, Kirkwood could be seen wiping his face with tissues, with his wife crying and comforting him. Both left the proceedings while the adjudicator was still speaking. Possible consequences for Kirkwood's misconduct will be given at a later date. Victoria's police chief says he'll take time to consider any next steps, but says this was not an easy call.
There was reference made to seconds. There's fire alarms that are going off in the building. There's reduced visibility. There's talk about the fire and the urgency to get into that suite, which I think is important to take into account.
The adjudicator did acknowledge the difficulty of the call. He suggested a more concerted effort should have been made to start a dialogue with Rauch. The family says it isn't just police that failed her.
She had a terrible life because she was mentally ill, she was addicted, but she was funny. She loved her family.
They're now looking towards a coroner's inquest, which they hope will bring more answers and change.